Create or be created. This is my second video, and it's in response to a comment I got on another video, and it really made me think. Again, create or be created. What do I mean by that? So, go home after work, yeah, listen to some Netflix or watch Netflix, listen to some music, yeah, go on social media, listen to some fools like me. It's all well, there's nothing wrong with that. But these things, let's talk about Netflix particularly, or even me right now, giving my perspective on how I view things and what I'm thinking at the time. Whether you relate or not, that's my view, right? And Netflix, they have these. Let's just talk about the horror genre. It's gloom and doom. Generally, the good guy rarely wins, and if he does, he's suffered a tremendous loss, whoever they are. And this creates, whether you know it or not, the way your delta and beta brain waves work. Your brain cannot comprehend that it is not real, and this actually, no matter what you say, actually affects the way that we view the world, that we interpret things. That there's no if and or about that. Same thing goes with music. Same thing, they say the company you keep, guilty by association. Yeah, you can think back and think of friends that were always getting in trouble, always doing bad things, always putting you in some bad situations, right? But we don't look at that and break it down with movies, with music, These people are writing from their perspective, and they were, some of them were in a very dark period in their life, and things were hopeless, and they're singing that. And we say, like, oh, it's therapy for them. It may be therapy for them, but what if you feel the same way, and that's just reinforcing your negative emotions? And I'm not going to go too deep on the tangent about that. It's something completely different than what this is. I don't script any of this, just impulsive. But, dudes, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, what are you all focusing on? What are you all escaping from? What I mean by that is, what are you commonly interested in? Okay, oh, I just go home and I scroll on Facebook. Okay, what is it that you're looking at? Because I know darn well that the algorithms give into you, give into what your common beliefs and interests are. So you're not just looking at everything like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It usually is honed down. Start participating in that. So many people are into sports these days. Everyone always has been, but like, I'm like, man, okay, let's go watch a bunch of dudes throw a football around. They deserve, they're talented. They put the work in, and then let's just go buy their jersey and wear another man's last name on their back. That's just weird to me. Instead of, okay, you may not be physically able. You love football, but you may not be physically able to play football for whatever reasons. Okay, what other things do you like in football? Oh, this guy, he's a good wide receiver or a good linebacker. Why is he a good linebacker? Well, he trains hard, his strength. Well, maybe you should start, being your own linebacker in your life. Start getting stronger. You may not be an actual linebacker, but whatever. Oh, I like this coach. Well, figure out something that you can facilitate and coach, whether it be in that realm or something completely different. Anything these people are doing, you could do in another aspect in your life, if not that. You may not be able to do it to the level they are. Don't get with that comparison thing, but you do that. Let's go to music. Music's the obvious one. I know so many people. They're cool people. They support all the bands. They buy the T-shirts. They own probably near $50,000, $60,000 worth of vinyls and all that good stuff. But they don't even play an instrument. And I'm not saying that makes them a poser or wrong, but I don't understand that. If you love music so much, why not try to do it? Why not try to create? We're all meant to be created. And if not, we're getting created. We're getting created to become consumers. There's nothing wrong with consumerism when it's regulated, meaning you indulge in some stuff, you support your artists. It is consumerism. I know you don't like that word, but it is what it is. It's capitalism. You may not like that, but it is. And I mean, come on, y'all. Like, start yourself. Start creating. Y'all are whatever, photographers, writers, everyone is so individual and unique perspective and the way they were raised and the application thereof, right? A C chord is a C chord is a C chord, but you can only play it so many variations. But the trick is how you play it, the timing you play it, the way you strum it, type of style you play it, the textures you put on it, tone, all that. It all comes in the fingers, right? Use that application. I only speak in that because I play guitar, but use that application in everything in life. You like to read? Start writing your own book, man. You have to be good. You have to be you have to be pretty educated and articulate, well versed in the languages to be able to read all those books, unless you're just, for some reason, reading children, whatever. But you still have to have a good vocabulary and you have to have picked up and been inspired by these people. Start doing it yourself. You you look at these things, these people doing these podcasts, these whatever alpha males, like, yeah, 10 reasons to get a chick to like you, all that stuff. You know what? Those guys are no different than you. They just have capital, so to speak. Okay, if that's what you're into, I'm not dogging you, dog. I'm not dogging you. Then don't do what some other guys do that works for them. Learn what your weaknesses are, expand on them, create the person you want to be. I hate saying that because people have used that in the toxic, life coaching field, but it is true. Create the person you want to be. Everything that you want, everything that you enjoy, you have the ability to create. Doesn't matter. You just don't compare. You may like Eddie Van Halen may be your favorite guitar player. You may never play like him. You may be 60 years old and just start playing. Who cares? He's your favorite guitar player. Start from where you're at. People don't just go to the gym. All those people lose weight, put on muscle. They don't just go and transform in a few days. Even though the little Ozempic instant gratification stuff and the steroids take work, right? Well, maybe not Ozempic, but gotta just practice delayed gratification and figure it all out. I truly believe a renaissance is coming. And stop consuming so much. Put that consumption time, that escapism, into creating. I'm telling you, I used to suffer from depression and many other things. And I have not been depressed in years because of this. Because I was always playing guitar, but I never made that connection. And I started applying it in different areas in my life and what would interest me, not just that. And I'm like, okay, I noticed that I've been spending a lot of time escaping through this avenue. Let me see, what can I do? What do I enjoy about it? And what can I do to participate in this myself, right? And that's the questions you got to ask yourself. Like I said, create or be created, because you're just being created to be a consumer. You're created to escape. You're trading your precious time. If think about it, man, your precious time, make something. You know, I can make this video. One person will like it. A million people like it. I don't know. It doesn't. It doesn't really matter. That one person would probably be more beneficial because I wouldn't be able to read the million people. Right. And I'm not saying that was false humility, but it is what it is. Y'all find out what it is. Oh, I just go home and play video games. Well, cool. So you're playing video games like I mentioned in the other video. So that tells me you have patience. You understand the concept of time, and then you can't really, I guess, have instant gratification playing some of those RPG games because it requires problem solving, all this. Man, imagine if you applied that to another area in life. You'd probably be a crazy entrepreneur. Said that wrong. But anyway. Or design a game yourself. Oh, I don't know how to do graphics. It's overwhelming. Okay, create a board game. Create some club game, some whatever. You know what I mean? Like, use what you've consumed, hopefully nothing too negative, and use it positive for you to be a creator, for you to bring some value into this world, and if not only to yourself. And I tell you that I just started posting these guitar videos over a little over a year ago, and it doesn't matter how much engagement they get. Some of them get a good amount, at least to me, I think, and then some of them don't. Actually, some of the best ones don't. But I rode that wagon and that bull for years by myself, and I had just as much fun. I just felt like, oh, I need to put it out here. This is me stepping out of my comfort zone, you know. And yeah, y'all, just I hate to see people just, I ask people at work, I'm just gonna go home, play Fortnite, whatever the hell that is, and I might hang out with my girlfriend later. I'm just like, man, you should probably maybe be more concerned, or like have more of a definite answer if you're gonna hang out with your girlfriend than playing Fortnite. It should be the other way around, you know. Um, but I love to hear people that actually have hobbies and engage in something. I really do, and everyone has it, but I really believe 95% and maybe 80% of the people in the world do not know how to do it and do not. I would like that might be my goal in life. And I used to do that every job is find something someone was really into. I mean, it comes down to schematics of even like people who get drunk. Like, why do you like to get drunk? Breaking that down. I like to break things down in the process. That's another video for another time. But just y'all start creating. You're God's children, and you're very unique, and you're a gift to this world. Don't ever forget that. Y'all stay blessed.